I know. Well, I think your name is in here. I think I saw that. Okay. Thank you. I really tried.
Good morning. Hi, I'm John.
Hey, John, can I bug you? Who's doing this piece? You're going to have just let the cellist, so you're also going to say the please rise. You're going to do that part?
We gather together.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since I'm here.
You're already standing up, and then it flows into greetings. So then after...
Oh, you want to do
after the song, then it's me.
Yeah.
Tiffany's not here, so I don't know if there is a words for all ages. I'll have to ask Brian.
Are the kids?
Ask Brian real fast.
Yes. She's doing this.
Brian is doing that. Brian, the big guy in the orange.
Okay.
So should I bring it? That was louder than I intended. Good morning. My name is Lori McCullum, and I use she, her pronouns. I serve this congregation through the Environmental Justice and Religious Services teams and as board chair. I'm co-leading this morning's service as worship associate. Welcome to our special place. At the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of the Quad Cities, we welcome all people into our beloved community of whatever age, race, class, ethnicity, physical ability, sexual orientation, gender identity, or religious background. We welcome especially those joining us for the first time. We live stream our services on YouTube, and our recordings are then saved on our YouTube channel. If you don't want to appear in our recordings, you may sit under the owl's nest by the bookshelves. We invite everyone to join us downstairs after service for coffee, snacks, and conversation. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning. My name is John De Taeye, and I use he and him as pronouns. I am grateful for the invitation to be with you again today and to share some reflections on what's happening in our world and our community and within myself. This is the first of 4 reflections that I will offer for your consideration over the next 4 months on the teachings and practices of Thich Nhat Hanh, the Vietnamese Buddhist monk, artist, poet, publisher, organizer, and peace activist. October 11th will mark the 100th anniversary of Thay's birth. My reflections will not be biographical, although his life story is remarkable. If you're not aware of his story, perhaps what we discuss over the next few months will inspire you to learn more about him. If you are already familiar with him and his teachings, I hope to encourage you to revisit his writings. I will focus on the teachings of Thay that have made the deepest impression on me, as well as the practices he developed throughout his life to embody those teachings. I want to share a story that I may have shared in a previous reflection, but it's important to mention it again this morning. It was through this religious community, this Unitarian Universalist congregation of the Quad Cities, and the larger Unitarian Universalist movement that I discovered Thich Nhat Hanh's work. Another way of saying that is that Thich Nhat Hanh's work became accessible to me because of the openness, the curiosity, and the freedom that the Unitarian Universalist movement promotes. The day after the 2024 election, I felt physically ill. My stomach was on fire, and I felt as though everything was lost. The foundations of a pluralistic, equitable, and compassionate society seem to have crumbled. The America that so many had fought and died for felt gone, and we were doomed. Worse still, I felt we were to blame. We had not done enough to protect ourselves, our environment, our system of government, our children. We could have done more. We should have done more. We should have known better. I felt sad, hopeless, and angry. I needed a way out from those feelings that were overwhelming my stomach and my mind. What I'm learning, always learning, never quite arriving, is that the way out is in. What I found the night after the election, or perhaps rediscovered in this building, in a circle right there, is a way to sit quietly, to be open, to be still, to be vulnerable, and to be exposed. I was reminded that this is a community that can help me and help each other do the excavation work we need, both alone and in community, to heal and to be more healing, to teach and to be more teachable, to love and to be more lovable. This experience reawakened my interest in Thich Nhat Hanh in his teaching, The Way Out is In. I am discovering and learning more about myself on this journey, which is taking me to places that transcend this political and social context that initiated it. Sometimes uncomfortable places. Today's reflection is part of that process. If you'd like, take the hand of the person next to you and sing along or hum along with me. Precious Lord. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, help me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me home. As Lori lights our chalice, let us recite our chalice lighting words by Thich Nhat Hanh and our hymnal number 505. We'll alternate each paragraph with the left side starting, and we'll follow, and we'll read the last paragraph together.
I'm going to have to get a match.
Oh.
Does anybody know where the matches are?
No one smoked.
Okay. Hang on.
Well, we'll read the chalice lighting words and we'll figure out how to light the chalice. Let us be at peace with our bodies and our minds. Let us return to ourselves and become wholly ourselves. Let us be aware of the source of being, common to us all and to all living things, evoking the presence of the great compassion. Let us fill our hearts with our own compassion towards ourselves and towards all living beings. Let us pray that we ourselves cease to be the cause of suffering to each other and together. With humility, with awareness of the existence of life and of the sufferings that are going on around us, let us practice the establishment of peace in our hearts and on earth. Amen. Please rise in body or spirit for our opening song, We Gather Together, number 349.
Please remain lifted up in the spirit of love and fellowship. We now greet the holy in our midst by briefly greeting those around us, especially those we do not know.
children forth. All right, good morning, my friends. How are y'all doing? Good. Is anyone, I think I haven't counted the weeks yet, but we might be kind of halfway through the summer by now. Maybe even more than halfway through. Can you believe that? No? Oh my God, doing the junior Bix? Wow. We have any other Bix runners in here? Junior, regular, standard? All right. So we are going to be talking about doing some creativity stuff. So we got some fun stuff to do downstairs. We're going to do a little guided meditation, a little bit of fun, trying to use our minds, expand our minds, get funny, get creative. So if you want, you can close your eyes, kind of just get comfortable. Adults, you can all do this too. Maybe I'll call out to the audience when we get to the right point. So we're going to imagine we're in a building. It's a strange building. Maybe we've never been in this building before. We get in the elevator and we hit the buttons and we go up to the first floor. And the doors open. But this building, this room, the first floor we see, it's a little strange. What's the first thing we see in this strange space? Is it something weird? What do we think? What do we see? Yeah. A couch with a dog on it. And what's this dog doing? This isn't a normal dog. This dog is doing something unusual. What's this dog doing? Anyone? Somebody else? I hear somebody out there? Wearing pajamas. This dog is wearing pajamas. And this dog is wearing pajamas and reading a book. Yeah.
It can be like oinking.
And it's oinking like a pig. Very good. Yeah, what else? Ooh, and there's a huge spider in this room, too. All right, how about we hit the button for the second floor? We'll let that dog read a story. Hopefully the spider doesn't bother. Maybe the spider's friendly. We don't know. Then we're going to go up to the second floor now, and ding, the door's open. What's the first thing we see?
A bag that makes you into whatever you think.
Makes you...
Yeah.
It makes a bed that makes you into whatever you want. Well, what is this? So we lay down in this bed for a moment. What happens to us? Do we have anybody who hasn't gone yet? Oh, no, I see a sense of theme here. You turn into a spider. This is very Kafkaesque. All right, so maybe, but then we turn into a spider. What happens then? Yeah. You eat bugs. Yeah, spiders eat bugs. Okay. So now maybe we scramble back into the elevator and magically we're turned back into a person. We'll go to the third and final floor of this strange building. Ding, the door's open. What do we see?
We see a room with a dragon, like almost like a medieval pond.
All right, like medieval times and a dragon in this big open cavernous room on the third floor. And what is the dragon doing? It's not just sitting there with treasure breathing fire. He's doing something strange. What's that dragon doing? He's hanging out with a huge spider. I could see that coming a mile away. But the spider, he's not a normal spider. The spider has something very unique about him. What's that spider got unique about him? Yeah,
He has cake on him.
He has cake on him, like he fell into a cake or he was decorating a cake with 8 legs. A spider could probably decorate a cake really well with eight legs. And yeah, we'll do a couple more. Was also what? Was also playing the piano like Gates. Eight legs tickling the ivories. Man, you could do some really complex stuff. Yeah. And the dragon's playing ukulele. They got a band going. Is there any other weird instruments in this band? Yeah, Victor.
Well,
Or,
the
sorry.
dragon has like this weird purple shot.
Has a weird what?
Purple eye.
Has purple eyes. And we'll do last one. A creepy knight is playing the drums.
No, I just said knight.
Oh, a knife?
No, a knight.
A knight playing drums. All right, so yeah, we got a band, we got a jam band going up here on the 3rd floor. All right, so we had a little fun, a little creativity, a little expanding our horizons and our minds. So remember, you can dream up anything you want to. You can have fun with your imagination, and we're going to go downstairs and do some more fun stuff with our imagination. So let's go.
Good morning. Hi, I'm Barbara Thompson, a member of the Pastoral Care Team. As we gather today, we pause to reflect on what lies in our hearts. In this time of sharing, we take a moment to recognize our personal joys and sorrows, and to read from the Book of Joys and Sorrows, those personal life events you have chosen to share with us. I just have one in the book this morning from Pastoral Care. And we just wanted to clarify from last week, Rita Coyne is at Allure of the Quad Cities, which is in Moline, and she welcomes visitors in small groups. And do we have anything online this morning?
Nothing online this morning.
Thank you. For what has been shared and for what remains in the quiet sanctuary of our hearts, we are grateful. Let us become aware of the energy that brings us together in beloved community as we share a time of silent meditation. May we open our minds and hearts to a place of quiet, to a silent prayer for the healing of pain and the comfort of love. Following our silent meditation, we will enter into a time of musical meditation when you are invited to come forward and light a candle. May we discover a sense of peace and fulfillment in the quiet, in the music, and in the light.
You find the best pieces. That was beautiful. This congregation is a theologically diverse religious community with membership open to all who are in accord with our values, mission, and vision. Our congregation is entirely self-governed by the democratic process. One of the privileges of our free church tradition is to provide all of the financial support for our many ministries from among ourselves. Generosity, therefore, is one of the spiritual values we recognize as central to our personal and our institutional well-being. This month's undesignated plate offering will go to third place Quad Cities. We invite you now to participate in the blessing of giving as the ushers come among you to accept the gifts of the congregation. Please be as generous as you are able. For all the gifts of time and treasure that you give to this congregation, with sincere gratitude, we thank you.
Sorry.
That's all right.
As we read this morning's reading together, Laura and I, listen for the phrase or words that resonate within you or challenge you. What sensations that you notice in your body, and what words or phrases remind you of the work that you have to do. So if you could, in the spirit of Thich Nhat Hanh, plant your feet on the ground, as I see some of you are doing already, familiar with this practice. Open your hearts and your minds and your spirits to the words from Thich Nhat Hanh. This capacity of waking up, of being aware of what is going on in your feelings, in your body, in your perceptions, in the world, is called Buddha nature. The capacity of understanding and loving. It is with our capacity of smiling, breathing, and being peace that we can make peace.
Many of us worry about the world situation. We don't know when the bombs will explode. We feel that we are on the edge of time. As individuals, we feel helpless, despairing. The situation is so dangerous. Injustice is so widespread. The danger is so close. In this kind of situation, if we panic, things will only become worse. We need to remain calm to see clearly. Meditation is to be aware and to try to help.
I like to use the example of a small boat crossing the Gulf of Siam in Vietnam. There are many people called boat people who leave the country in small boats. Often the boats are caught in rough seas or storms. The people may panic and boats can sink. But if even one person aboard can remain calm, lucid, knowing what to do and what not to do, he or she can help the boat survive. His or her expression, face, voice, communicates clarity and calmness, and people have trust in that person. They will listen to what he or she says. One such person can save the lives of many.
Our world is something like a small boat. Compared with the cosmos, our planet is a very small boat. We are about to panic because our situation is no better than the situation of the small boat in the sea. Humankind has become a very dangerous species. We need people who can sit still and be able to smile, who can walk peacefully. We need people like that in order to save us. Mahayana Buddhism says that you are that person.
The root word Bud means to wake up, to know, to understand. A person who wakes up and understands is called a Buddha. It is simple as that. The capacity to wake up, to understand, and to love is called Buddha nature. Christians would call this Christ nature, the Christ self, or the mind of Christ.
When you understand, you cannot help but love. To develop understanding, you have to practice looking at all living beings with the eyes of compassion. When you understand, you love. And when you love, you naturally act in a way that can relieve the suffering of people.
We had intended to have a musical break between the rather long reading and my rather long reflection, but we're not. Maybe we will have this musical interlude at another point. But you can hear it, you can listen to it, you can watch the video on Plum Village channel on YouTube. It's called No Mud, No Lotus. It's a great hymn sung by the monks of Plum Village, which is Thich Nhat Hanh's monastery in France. Here is my attempt at expressing my current understanding of Thich Nhat Hanh's core teaching and practice at this very early stage of where I am in my studies. I would summarize it by saying this: through mindful breathing, our single breath, the now, that we experience a balance, an awareness of the truth that all things, all people, all of creation, the creative process itself, we are all connected. We are deeply, deeply, deeply interconnected with each other. And from that connection, we recognize the inevitability of pain. and because suffering often rises from our failure to acknowledge, process, or confront both our individual and collective pain. And therefore, we are called to become agents of compassion, individually and collectively, extending compassion to ourselves, our family, friends, community, and global neighbors, as well as to all of the creation we are a part. We promise to do no harm. Now, an inquisitive, curious, perhaps doubting Unitarian Universalist may ask, and what do we find when we look inside of ourselves? Thay would say, the entire universe. We find our ancestors, the earth, and all living things. We uncover both the seeds of suffering and happiness, two sides of the same coin, all of which are available to us all of the time with each breath. UUs might call this the inherent worth and dignity of all beings and the interconnected web of all creation of which we are a part. Thay would call it interbeing, or the inter-R. I think that's lovely, the inter-R. And yes, it can be scary. It is the essential practice tool for the way out is in. Thay taught the way out from suffering is not by avoiding or numbing our pain, but by embracing it with mindfulness, by breathing deeply and facing our wounds. We deepen our understanding needed to cultivate compassion for ourselves and others. James Baldwin expressed a similar sentiment in a speech he delivered in September of 1963, following the triumphant March on Washington in August, which caused such optimism for change and racial healing. However, the bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church, which claimed the lives of 6 small children, shattered much of that hope just weeks after that march. Baldwin said, "All I know is that I've been scared to death for 39 years and 6 months. And all I know about fear is that if you're afraid of it, you should walk toward it. No Black person in this country and no citizen who aspires to create a better nation has any reason to be afraid." Facing our wounds, walking toward fear, no mud, no lotus, the way out is in. That is our calling. That is our challenge. Perhaps even it's the basis of the covenant we have with each other. But it has to start with ourselves, in our own lives. I want to share 4 images that have been resonating with me over the past few weeks. They represent moments where I've been still working on confronting the pain and fear that these images evoke within me. Engaging with them has been helpful in helping me learn to extend compassion to myself during my own healing process. According to Thay, this self-compassion is essential if we wish to be a part of a caring, healing, and revolutionary moment. After each reflection, I will invite you to join in with me in saying, "The way out is in." Lori and I will ring the chime. We will step back for a few minutes, and together we can be still and listen to our own hearts. The first image. I saw a photo of an ailing Mitch McConnell in a hospital bed. IVs running, oxygen mask on. He appears to be a very sick man, a person I don't agree with on much, ever. In fact, sometimes I hold him accountable for a lot of what's going on in our political system today. And yet Thay would want us to know he is our brother. He is my brother. His family, my family. The image of Mitch reminded me of my mother, my father, my husband, many friends in hospital beds, hooked to machines. The pain of losing them, the suffering I hold on to, the anger I know I need to let go. Let us remember our own loved ones who are suffering or no longer with us. May they be at peace. May we be at peace. The way out is in. I should add to our prayers for Mitch McConnell, the family and loved ones of Senator Lindsey Graham. I saw a photo, second image. I saw a photo of hundreds of white supremacists marching in Washington, D.C. on the 4th of July. Another image from the same day of a lone Black woman on a DC Metro subway train, surrounded by these individuals. I also recall a moment at my Hy-Vee grocery store last week when a plainclothes security guard shouted out at two Black young teenagers, maybe 11, maybe 12 years old, "Get out! You're not supposed to be here. Get out." In each of these scenarios, I recognize a part of myself with those involved. There is a lot of pain and fear. Let us remember that we're not perfect, yet we are co-creators of this community we call home. The way out is in. I saw a photo, third image. I saw a photo of millions of Iranians mourning the assassination of their leader and many members of his family. I saw signs that said, "Kill Trump." I've seen the photos of the destruction of Gaza and read about the cynical promises of the Board of Peace. Since 9/11, Brown University's Cost of War project estimates that the U.S. has caused between 4.5 and 4.7 million deaths through direct and indirect military action. The United Nations estimates millions will die across the world, especially in Africa, due to the withdrawal of U.S. foreign aid. And I hear that there's a $1.7 trillion defense budget request before Congress. The pain, the anger, the fear, it all becomes a bit overwhelming. Where and how do we live in what Joanna Macy calls the great unraveling and prepare ourselves and each other for what she calls the great turning? The way out is in. The fourth image, a little bit more uplifting. I've loved watching the moon cycle dance across the sky in my early morning walks before going to work. I love the bicycle ride to work and pickleball matches under the sun. The thunderstorms rattling my windows and the not so long lasting outages. I love the pollinator garden, the prairie that is taking shape in my backyard. Milkweed, sunflowers, and other flowers and grasses I don't know the names of, but they're full of colors and varieties of butterflies and bees. I'm not crazy about the voles and the Japanese beetles that are also taking habitat. At times I have caused them harm. I'm becoming more conscious of the food I eat and what your food ate. How do we become more responsible stewards of our earth? It seems to be asking for our help. The way out is in.
And now, if you will stand as you are able, we will be singing our closing song, Hush, which is an insert in the order of service.
Just
You may be seated for the announcements. The Golden Girls Lunch Bunch meets Tuesday, July 14th at 11:30 in the boardroom. All ladies of a golden age, silver, golden, whichever, bring your brown bag lunch and meet us in the boardroom to visit, get to know each other better, and generally enjoy ourselves. We're looking forward to seeing you there. Next week is the vegetarian potluck. Please join the environmental justice team in sharing your favorite delicious plant-based dishes. Bring salads, side dishes, or entrees. The hospitality team will provide desserts. Finally, let me draw your attention to the additional announcements printed in the back of the order of service. And now, if you want to do the chalice lighting.
We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Oh, it wasn't. We move about our life in our own corpse because we are not touching life in depth. We live a kind of artificial life with lots of plans, lots of worries and anger. Never are we able to establish ourselves in the here and now and live our lives deeply. We have to wake up. We have to make it possible for the moment of awareness to manifest. This is the practice that will save us. This is the revolution. Do not squander our lives. Be well.